Hey there, and welcome to this episode of the Green Wife Happy Life podcast, where my husband Rob and I and Pam are just going to chat about what's been going on with our family this week, and then I'm going to tell you the green, eco-friendly tweaks that I snuck into the stuff that we've been doing, because that's what I do. Because I'm the green wife. Rob has
The happy life.
the happy life. All right. So last weekend, after many weeks of stepping over things and trying to, and grumbling, quite honestly, by Rob, we decided that we would clean out the garage.
We don't keep our car in the garage, so it's
Right.
become a place where I think we got comfortable putting things temporarily.
Yeah.
And then the temporarily things became permanent things.
Yes.
And so we really just had a pile.
Yeah, we really couldn't walk through the garage. I mean, we come through the garage sometimes, but you really couldn't walk to get anything. And it's like a one-car garage, so it's not a huge garage, but it's a garage. Like, it's a big space. So, and granted, we have some big things in there, like the roof of my hard top of my Jeep is in there, which takes up a lot of space. So that was a new addition. Anyway, so we decided that we needed to sort through it all. So this week I want to talk about like getting rid of like weird stuff and places and things that you can think about, getting rid of it. I mean, it's super easy, and believe me, it's so tempting to like just open the big trash can and like just start dumping it in. And then I start to feel like, oh, that's all going to go to the landfill. And then I feel bad.
Okay.
Do you feel bad?
No. Yes. Awful.
So I mean, like for me, because a landfill is basically like this big storage pit of stuff, it isn't meant to like break stuff down. It's just literally to store trash. Okay. And so, I mean, the other thing is a lot of what's in a landfill, I don't know the stats off the top of my head, but a lot of what's in a landfill could actually be recycled and like reused, like paper, for example, and cardboard. But those are easy to recycle, but it's a loss of like, a resource that could be reused. So, stuff does good. We definitely throw stuff in the trash. It goes to the landfill. You can't really get around it.
Part of the reason I think we have so much in our garage is because you always save what you want to donate,
right.
Or so there's that whole side of the garage.
Yeah. It's like I'm going to figure out what to do with this side of the garage. So in an effort to be a little more organized and like, in case you're going to be doing like a garage clean out or even like something smaller, like a closet, I just want to point out a couple of tips that maybe you can think about and give you a couple of ideas for some, out of the box things that you can do with stuff. And there are like weird recycling programs that you can sort of like, send tennis balls to or whatever, but they do take a little bit of effort, and I think that is honestly, yes, part of why our garage and mudroom are a little bit of a mess, because I'm like storing those things there to get them ready to go to the next step. But I do want to give you a few stats. I'm going to give you a quiz, so don't look at my screen. Okay, so here's some things and how long they take to break down in a landfill. So how long do you think unusable pencils take to break down in a landfill?
They're little and they're made out of wood. I think 5 years.
So the stat I have and found was 100 to 200 years, which that doesn't seem right. I'm gonna have to fact check myself. Okay, what about like clothing, like linen, stuff like that in a landfill?
1,000 years.
25 to 40 years.
Okay.
All right. What about like DVDs and CDs? These are probably not like we didn't find any of these in the garage, but like they could be in like a closet you clean out. What about like a DVD or a CD?
100 years.
Okay, so I have a stat that says 1,000,000 years.
Okay, 1 million. I was going to say that.
Oh, here's a good one. Not in the garage though. Old toothbrushes.
25.
Okay, I have 400 years because they're plastic.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so here's one thing that we did find in the garage, okay, that I'm going to ask you. Okay, how long do you think it takes a tennis ball to decompose?
100 years.
About 400 years.
Well, about 400.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, failed. Bad. Okay, so here's a crazy stat about tennis balls, though. Okay, so in the US, about 125 million tennis balls are thrown away every year.
Yeah.
Like they go bad, don't they? I don't really play tennis, but don't they like
they don't bounce as much?
They get like flat?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So then I guess your dog could play with them, and then I guess,
Yeah.
So.
Or you could use them on the walkers, just cut them in half.
Right. Like
I
you're
don't
going to
think
use
you cut 'em in half,
125 million. No, you cut holes in them
Right.
and you put them on the bottom of
Yeah.
like the chairs in elementary schools.
That's what we should do with our tennis balls.
That's what we did. Yeah. Our walkers when we get those
All right.
in a few years. Okay. Anyway, so that's just sort of some perspective about like all the crap that you might have in your house and how long.
So what advice do we have for people cleaning out their garage?
So, okay. So the advice that I have, I mean, I think like if I were, what I sort of try to do in my head, which, when we're cleaning out like the garage, I think we have different like cleaning out styles, which is fine, is to sort of try to make general piles about like what you want to keep. Obviously, if you can just put that away, that's kind of what we tried to do anyway. And then what you're going to keep, what you're not going to keep, and what's like donatable. So, I mean, you can donate, or what you want to sell too. I mean, you might have some big stuff in your garage.
Yeah.
Like you might have a piece of furniture. We had a piece of furniture that now our daughter has at college, but like we could sell that. So you could sell on Facebook Marketplace. You could sell it on Craigslist. You could sell it on your neighborhood listserv. Like if you want to try to make some money from stuff in your garage. I mean, depends on what you got in your garage, right? So like a keep pile, a donate / like sell pile, and try to like, think out of the box when, you got this donate pile. I mean, you can donate sports equipment. You can donate old shoes. You can donate clothes. I'm trying to think what else we had out there. Like
baseball mitts.
Yeah. Sports equipment. What else do we, tools? Like, I mean, so many like,
what do we do with the old paint?
So the old paint, you can, depends on what kind it is, and you have to check with like your local community. So we have two things. One is you can, if it's I'm gonna have to look it up, but like, one you have to take to like the toxic materials place at our division of solid waste. Like you just sort of like a drive through and you stop off at the electronics. So you can like, if you have electronics out there that you don't like, old TV, like you want to get rid of, you can check with your local division of solid waste. If you can't donate, like we used to have a huge TV that nobody wanted because TVs weren't.
It was a projection or whatever.
Yeah, they were the huge back, anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just have to sort of do a little bit of digging into your community and what your division of solid waste will take. Because a lot of them take a lot of stuff. Like really hard plastic toys that maybe aren't in good shape that you can't donate to like an elementary school or a church school or stuff like that. Yeah. But like really trying to keep things out of the landfill is, just, think about it. I mean, it's,
I'm amazed that anything you put a sign that says free.
Right. If you put it on your curb and you say
disappears.
Free, it disappears. So some of the places that I have found just by searching online, like I found places to donate old tennis balls that they recycle them. I found places, I'll leave links to all these. I found places to donate unwearable shoes that, because our son like grows like a weed and he would like bust holes into the front of his shoes. So I found a place to donate like unwearable shoes, places to donate electronics, like Best Buy is like a local place that maybe you can store them somewhere in your house for like months and months and months, or in your trunk, and then finally donate them or get rid of them.
Bicycles. Do you have bicycles?
Bicycles. Yeah. I know of a couple places where you can like locally donate them, or nationwide places, and I have links to all the places. So awesome. So it's really, it was,
we still have a lot of stuff.
We still have a lot of stuff in the garage. There's still a huge donate
but
pile.
Now we have piles.
Now we have piles. Now it's separated into like, this is the donate pile, and I have to, that's on me, and I have to either schedule a pickup or I have to put it in the car and take it somewhere to donate. But if you are kind of, you need to go out. That's our dog's ringing the bell to go out. If you have like a clean out, if you clean out your garage or whatever part of your home, just try and think about like what I want to keep, what I want to donate or sell, and then how can I get rid of the stuff that I really don't want to keep and nobody else is going to want. What creative way can I get rid of it? And in all likelihood, there's some weird recycling program out there that you can probably find and get it to.
Yeah.
You know, and if you have something you can't find, email me. It's pam@greenly.co, and I love trying to figure out how to like get stuff out of the landfill and where it's obscure recycling program. So let me know if you have any weird stuff. And this week, if you are doing any cleaning out of anything,
this is the homework.
This is your homework. And like the challenge for you this week is to just think about it a little bit differently and think, okay, so easy to dump it in the trash and be done with it. But when you put it in the trash, it really doesn't go away. It goes away from you, but it doesn't go away.
Right.
It goes, to the landfill. So try to challenge yourself to think a little bit differently about it. And, you know, what else you might be able to do with it. So, yeah.
Awesome.
So that was our weekend last weekend, garage cleaning, and now it's pile cleaning, which is better than, now we can walk, which is good. So anyway, any jokes to lead us out of the weekend?
Pam, what did they're now making a bicycle out of organic material. You know what they call it? Recycle.
No, you made that up. Nope. You can come back with something better next week.
I'm sorry.
Boo.
I'm on the spot.
Okay, well, that is it for this week, and we will see you next week. Thank you.